And we had two more tutorials videos to look at. One was editing XML, and one was deleting an XML. And this is the one for editing. And begin with, I guess I'll go ahead and create the same items I have here. I'm not sure what they have for age. Um, I'm thinking they got a list box. But there are some components where you can just do a numeric, here it is, numeric up and down. So it might be that. But let me go ahead and create that. Open, save. Okay, so drop on a couple buttons. I'll right click on that, copy, right click over here, paste. Okay, so this one I want to change the text of it. And when it's in groups like this, sometimes hard to see. I like the A to Z. So then I can just look for the T's. So open. Let me say name a Gmail. So I'm looking for a label, which is right there. And font, change that to 13. There we go. Change the text of that to be name. Age and email. So right click on that, copy, right click again, paste. Paste again. Change this one to say age. This one to say email. Two text boxes, and I'm thinking that is a numeric up and down, but let's see. That's what it looks like. Yeah, sure enough. I haven't used those very often, if at all. Um, the name. And our email. I'll grab these, make them bigger so I can see them. Font 14. Now, how I did that is I just clicked down here in this gray area, held down with my left mouse button, and dragged while it drew a rectangle. And then whatever the rectangle's around is what is selected. I keep looking for it every time a new version comes out. Maybe it's here and I just don't know where it's at. Um, just seems like there should be a feature such I can click this option here and I can choose the format painter and I can click another one and it'll copy whatever's appropriate to copy. Now I know not all of the properties would be appropriate, but they have that in Word and Excel for copying formats, and it just seems like it'd be a nice feature here. Okay, let's watch the video then, or part of it, and we'll stop. Okay, let me go ahead and add those items in before we continue. Okay, that's under the open, wasn't it? Using system.xml. And right here, not included in that button click, we want to declare XML document to be called xdoc. This is our code from the other day, if I remember right. String path. Open file dialog. OFD. OFD equals new. Open file dialog. OFD.filter equals to XML type symbol asterisk.xml. And our if statement, if OFD dot what does it show dialog equals dialog dot result dot okay. Show dialog equals we got our path is equal to OFD dot file name. Xdoc equals new XML document. Then we got xdoc dot load path. And text box 1 dot text equals to xdoc select single node people slash person name dot inner text. And our numeric up down dot text. Oops, it's not text. Dot value equals convert to INT32. It's a different conversion than we did before. We did INT32 dot parse or try parse. And then xdoc dot select single node people slash person age slash age dot inner text close parentheses and text box 3, I think it should be text box 2 in my case, dot text equals to xdoc dot select single node people slash person email. Keep pushing my person / email inner text. Let's see. We got people. Under people, we got person. Under person, we have name, age, and email. I don't really know if a case matters on this. I'm going to put age as lowercase because I'm curious. /age. Email. David.hayes@cali.edu /email. And people.xml. They have changed the save as type to all, otherwise it puts a txt on the end. Okay, let's test that. Change to my temp directory. People. And didn't like something. Textbox1.xdocs. Let's people enter text. Not set to an instance of an object. People person name. People person name. I didn't think case mattered. Probably had something else wrong. It's got down to there, the age. Case does matter. What do you know? I didn't think it was that picky. Okay. Now, the reason why I don't really like these is it takes a while to scroll through. So I find these tedious. Some of the better ones will allow you to come over here and type in a number like that. You can lock that down, so they can't do that. The idea of having this scroll like this is kind of a safeguard. You can put some data editing capability on there. So you can validate they put the data in right. Because they don't have any choice. All they got is this click over here. Now you can hold down on this And see, it goes fairly fast, but I still just not crazy about those. Okay, so that's the first part. That's what we just did the other day. Let me skip ahead. Okay, so for our save, I come over, double click that. And we're setting the 3 items here. Okay, so since we defined xdoc up here, it remembers everything, remembers its location and everything. So xdoc dot single, select single node, and what's it called? People person name. People person name dot inner text equals to text box 1. Text xdoc dot select single node people what's the next one, person and age dot inner text. Now this inner text is a string, and you notice they do a numeric value up to down 1.value.to string. That to string converts that number to a string. Okay, so numeric up down 1.value.to string. And xdoc dot select single node people slash person slash email dot inner text equals to text box 2 dot text and xdoc dot save. I got something wrong. Path. Guess it doesn't remember. I assumed it defaulted that, but okay. So if I come here, do an open, go to people, loads that in. Say I want to change it. That, and I click save. Now I changed it to David Hayes 55. The easiest way probably to check that is just close it and run it again. Then do an open, and you see it change it. So that's how you edit it. Now, the last thing I wanted to really go over, so I won't go any more of that video. But the last one is the delete. Okay, so let's get this ready. And person. Actually, I should open it up again. Oops. Oh, I saved it. Person. Copy those. And there we go. So we got David and Frank in our file now. And I want to have a screen looks like this, a button that says delete person, name, and then they have a text box where they put in the name. And so take this button here, drop it down here, change the text set to delete. It defaulted that or defaulted that, so I just started typing delete, and it changed the text property. And label. Again, I just start typing name because it defaults that. Then our text. Where in the world is it? Text box. I don't know what that defaults to, but I don't think it defaults to text. So I'm going to highlight everything now and change them to 14 font wise. And then I'll double click delete to get ready. Now, refresh maybe. I'll skip ahead since it's lagging. Assuming my computer just didn't hang up. And it changed to poor quality. Okay, let me skip ahead again since okay, that looks like all the code right there. So again, we declare our XML document, just like we did before. Take this. Down down here. And then we're going to do a load on it. And they're just hard coding the file name in here, so I guess that's what I'll do. PNP and people.xml. And for each, XML node, X node, and X dot select nodes, people person. Then I check if X node dot select single node of name equals to or dot inner text equals to text box. What's it? 3 text. Xnode dot remove all. That's a method. And then we want to do an xdoc save. Down here, do an xdoc save. //tmp / people dot xml. So I'm going to start that. Come here, I'll type in David and click delete. And I'm going to open a file up again. Now I deliberately put lowercase on that because I wanted to see what it would do. Didn't delete it. Okay, let's do it again, putting uppercase. Let me open the file again. And delete it. That's weird. I left it there, though. It's a little bit disturbing. Unless he's going to talk about that in the video. Okay. So, dot, oops, not allowed what's running. Dot parent node dot, remove child. And that's on X node. I still got Frank there, so I should be able to run it. Okay. That's set to an instance of the object. Well, or maybe not. So didn't like blank, a blank one. Okay, let me copy that. Put that back. Change it to David. Save that. Let's run it again. And choose David. Didn't blow up that time. That was promising. Wish there's a refresh here. I don't see one. He's using Notepad Plus, which is actually a fantastic tool. I just haven't installed it yet on this new laptop. Not even sure if I had it on my old one. And you see it's gone. So again, what this is doing, this is loading it, of course. And then since there's multiple persons in there, this is looping through all the persons. We looked at an example on Monday where we had that auto part place, I think it was, where it had repeated. And I kind of ignored that because I knew we hadn't talked about it yet. But that's where you have multiple nodes like that. And so then this right here, this is how you loop through those multiple nodes. And this is just looping through. And then this part down here checks to see the one we want to get rid of. And once we find the one we want to get rid of, its node is stored in X node right here. So that's why here goes back up one level to the parent, and then removes the child that's called by this name, and then saves the file. Is there any questions on editing or deleting? So yeah. Right. Like when you're in this file here, it's looping through, and even though I know they're all called person, it's each one of these has a different name assigned to it. It's a system generated one, and so when it goes to the parent node, comes up here and then deletes this node. It's kind of weird because they're all called person. But you got to think of it like this: the system is seeing some kind of weird number for that node, and so it knows which one to get rid of, even though they all say person. Well, mhm. It should. So like if I come here and put that, put that, put that, assuming it doesn't give an error. I don't know what XML's key off of. If names like are supposed to be are unique. This, if I put in Frank, should delete the first two. In theory. The way the code's written up for each goes through all of them. Okay. Click delete. No error, so that's good. Come over here, do an open. And you see all of our Franks are gone. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video there. This is our last class period for this class. Final exams due this Friday. Just wanted to wish everybody well, and I know I'll see you tomorrow, Kyle. But for the other people in the class who watch the video, and if you have any questions, then just send me email and but get everything in that you haven't turned in, and have a good break.